So it's Sunday, September 15th, and that was a fresh water line that I disconnected out here, and I put that frost-free, I plumbed that frost-free water faucet into the source for the potable water there. And now that bucket has the drainage that comes from my homemade worm bins and then the worm factory there. And there's a frog. You hear the frog? He's in there somewhere. These are lilac bushes here, which are growing in a really good spot. If I could, I could move these and put a greenhouse here. I would, but I just like these trees, and they're really old, so I don't want to move them. I don't want to have to change them. There's one of my cats. Her name's Miss Kitty, and she's the mama of Yin and Manly, the white cat, and then the big black and white cat. He's probably around here napping somewhere. I've been hearing thunder, which is odd. It's kind of a foggy morning, and I'm hearing thunder, which is kind of weird, unusual. Oh, and that's Bones. He was brought over by a neighbor. The kid said that his parents wouldn't let him take him. He was just a kitten then, and he didn't know what to do with this cat. The cat was under his house. He was born in part of another litter of kittens, and so we said, yeah, we can take care of him. We'll keep him for you know. And he's never able to keep the cat. So we've had him ever since. His name is Bones. And here is my garden area. And then I transplanted those carrots in there, and the cats have been, that's the problem. You have cats and they dig in your garden, see, like that. But my lettuce is coming along pretty nicely. So I have some nice pieces of lettuce I can have with a salad there pretty soon. What I have in my yard is, I was going to show you the grapevine here. This is really doing really nicely, actually. I'm getting a lot of big clusters of Concord grapes. There's a cluster there. There's another cluster. And I put some piles of wood down. So this is just a yard feature. It's just a windmill, and this is growing all around it. The stalk with the root on it is over there, but I've piled wood, and the birds come in here and they make their nests, and it's kind of a little hiding places for animals. And I've seen wild rabbits come and eat the leaves here too. I think one of my cats is climbing the tree here. I like climbing these trees. There he is. Yeah, that's Hansel. He's a climber. Hey, Hansel. Hey, Hansel kitty. He was another cat that was, there was a litter of cats, and the neighbors moved out, and they left their cats there, so we took those two, brother and sister. And there's a lot of slugs in my yard, but I leave them alone. I don't bother them. They're just part of the, let's see if you can find any there. They're around. But I leave them alone. I just let them do their thing. Actually kind of interesting looking animals. And they do climb around. Sometimes they come out. This is one. See the texture on the. It looks like it's a snail that lost its shell. That's what I always thought slugs were. Maybe it's the opposite. Maybe the slug grew a shell. And they're sort of, I think they're in the same family of animals. They're the same phyla, maybe, or yeah, get the same family. So this is my backyard, and I got strawberries growing everywhere. They worm juice that I have the bubbler in. I pour that out on these, and then I've been propagating the berries also over here. So what happens is they send a runner out like that. And what I'll do is I'll cut that off, and then I'll just put it in a pot like that. So you can see I just stuck them in the dirt there. And just keeping the weeds down. And then pretty soon this will be a big strawberry bush. It'll be like that. And I'll get lots of berries on it. And there's a blueberry bushes too. I bought those at the nursery. And keep those. And here's my solar electric system, which is coming along. Now I have all these apples here too. This is a 4 or 5 way graft. So I'm getting some of these. This is your yellow delicious here. Pick those pretty soon. Well, actually, they can stay on the tree a long time. They can stay on this tree till December or November, and I'll still be eating them. So as I come home for lunch, I'll pick a couple off and eat them. If you gotta keep them off the ground, because as soon as they fall on the ground, the bugs start to get them. And then I have this rainwater capture system, so it's like the gutters have a pipe on the end. Instead of a downspout, I put that pipe with a cap on it, and then that gutter and that gutter there flow down and fill barrel, spills over to this barrel, spills over to this barrel. So anyhow, that's what I'm doing. This is my yard here.